Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play I Wanna Be Your Lover as recorded by Prince on guitar. Now this song has an awesome groove to it, and there's a number of layered, funky guitar parts that are all recorded and stacked on top of each other to make what you hear on the original recording. Now I'm going to take apart those guitar parts for you and show you a way that you can play through the whole thing top to bottom, and this is going to be a great exercise for your pocket and your funky guitar playing. But before we jump in, if you're new here, you've got to grab my Fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And it's really going to come in handy when it comes to understanding what notes to play with what chords, and how Prince could come up with a guitar part like this all based out of chords, even though they're just like a couple notes at a time, and how it's all stacked together. So this fretboard guide is really going to bring more clarity to this lesson, so make sure you grab it at the first link down below, or just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide completely for free as my gift to you. So hope you enjoy that, and with that said, let's break down this song. Let's break down some of these guitar parts on I Wanna Be Your Lover as recorded by Prince. Now the tune kicks off with this really classic, I kind of hear this as the main part at the top, is this octave part. And I'll play it for you first, and then I'll break it down. Here's what it sounds like. So we're starting out with just this really solid quarter note feel on the note F sharp played in octaves. So the way that I play this is I play the 11th fret on the 3rd string, and then the 14th fret on the 1st string. Now the trick is you want to be able to play this but then mute the adjacent string. So you don't want the strings to ring open, you want it tight like this. And what I'm doing is strumming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Now, in the 3rd measure, you can play 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, and then you can go to a G sharp minor 11 chord. And this is a chord that you hear throughout the tune. It's part of this main riff here. And what I'm doing is playing the 4th fret of the low E, then muting the 5th string, then 4 and 4 on the 4th and 3rd strings, and then 2 there on the 2nd string. I'm muting the high E. Now if that's too hard to get, you could just play 3 strings of it, like leave off the bass note. So that's going to come on the and of 4 in bar 3, and then it'll just ring for bar 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. Then we reset. So here's what that sounds like all together. I'm going to play it 2 times through. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be the first part. Now there's another guitar part underneath, and this is basically going over the main progression to this song, which is just going back and forth between an E chord and a B chord. And it's just bum, 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 bum. Just really quick there. Now it's tough to make those chords quickly on guitar, so you know, you hear these little parts like this. And this would be the next figure that I would move to out of the intro. I would play this for the verse. And I'm playing just some double stops here, and then it moves to a fuller chord at the end. But I'm playing the 6th fret of the 4th string, and then the 4th fret on the 3rd string. I just hit that. Then I'm gonna move back to 4 and 4 with just one finger, and then back up, and then just basically just alternating those. So 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and ba-da-da-da. That's the first bar, and then I do a little hammer on there from 4 and 4, quickly to 6, and then one more up strum on 6 and 4 there. Then back to just the index. So that's bar 2. So bars 1 and 2 put together sound like this. Then in bars 3 and 4, we're gonna go. We've got that G sharp minor 11 chord, just like what we had when we came off the octaves there. So, but before that, we're gonna go and just move between those two shapes, 6 and 4, back to 4 and 4, and then back up to 6 and 4. Then G sharp minor 11. You can count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So all together, this second figure sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. Now, there is a really cool harmony part on top of this. There's a lot of layered guitars on this track, and if I bring in the harmony, that sounds like this. That's really cool sounding. So again, more double stops, just using a classic sort of fourths or fifths shape here. You see this a lot in R&B guitar. I'm playing the 8th fret of the 3rd string and then the 9th fret on the 2nd string. I'm gonna start there, then I'm gonna bring it down 2 frets and just slide it back and forth like this. So. Then we're gonna slide it up and use your index finger to grab the note B on the 1st string. And then we jump back down, like this. So the first 2 bars sound like this. Then we go. This is just sliding back and forth. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this is just an inversion of this chord. It's a great chord here, G sharp minor 11, 6, 8, 7, 9. So it goes. And all together, 1, 2. And with the other part, from there we have this little pre-chorus, and that's where Prince sings, "I didn't want to pressure you." Here we're gonna play this. And then we're back to the main figure there. So just a couple chords here, 3 of them, and then a little variation on the last one. So we're gonna start on an E major 7. That starts on the 5th string, 7th fret. We're gonna play 7, 9, 8, 9. Then move down to B over D sharp. This is a great chord. We've got D sharp in the bass and then a B triad here. 6, 9, 8, 7. And those same strings, those middle strings. Then I take an F sharp triad and put a G sharp in the bass. And I do it with my thumb. You could do it like this, or just play the top part of the chord. You can always remove the bass note, and that a lot of times makes it easier. So here we're going 1, 2, 3. Then on beat 4, I go 4 and I add my pinky. It becomes like, you know, a D sharp minor over G sharp. And then we're gonna do 3 more strums on that. 1, 2, 3, wanna be, you know, we're back into the chorus there. So this little walk up, this pre-chorus here, this leads us up to the chorus, sounds like this. 1, 2. And on the chorus, we would be back to that main figure. Now that's all the parts for the song until we get to the end, where we hit this G sharp minor and we hold that chord, and then we go into this funky outro. And basically it just vamps on that G sharp minor 11 or minor 7. And you can play these cool funky parts up high like this. All right, so we've got this shape here for our G sharp minor 7. I'm on the top 3 strings, playing 11, 12, and 14. And it's coming off, I visualize this chord and I just see that, you know, kind of that shape in there. And what I'm playing is 1 and 2 E and a. So that's, I'll just break it down just half a bar at a time. We're starting on the and of 1, 1 and then on the E of 2, 2 E and a. 1 and 2 E and a. That's a down and then an up. Then on beat 3, we'll go 3 E and a. That's down and then up. Then on beat 4, 4 E and a. Just down, up there on and a. So 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Down, up, down, up. Okay, so the first bar all together goes 1 and 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Boom, cha, da, 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 da. Then in the second bar, we're gonna start the same way, 1 and 2 E and a, and then we'll just hit beat 3 and get off 3. So it's a little shorter, so 1 and 2 E and a, 3, 4, then start again. 1 and 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 and 2 E and a, 3, 4. 1 and 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 and 2 E and a, 3, 4. So take your time with those parts. I would probably start off with that high octave part, then go into sort of the main figure here, then halfway through the verse, I'd probably go to that higher harmony, and then you have the pre-chorus part as well, and then just in the chorus, I would just play that middle part at the 4th fret. So have fun jamming along with the recording and putting that together, and to help you even more, be sure to pick up my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is gonna show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And this will help bring clarity to, you know, when you have a chord, how to know what notes go with that chord and how to create cool parts like Prince did on this track. So just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below as my gift to you. Next, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below and let me know your #1 frustration with guitar right now. Just comment it down below so I can make more videos here on the channel helping you out. As always, thanks for your support and we'll see you in another video real soon.